So let's start our lab on natural language processing. It's actually file processing so far. But before we start, we need to do two basic stuffs. One is we need to create a method to merge two arrays. This will be used later on. And the second one is to get the file and parse that into a string array and merge them into one single array. Use the method we just created. Okay, so after that, we will start processing all the words. Let's do first things first. Create a method and read a file and break into tokens. So let's open up a new class, which is called Session 12 Lab. And we will call it's actually text file processing. We are still very far away from natural language processing, but the text file processing is definitely the first step in natural language processing. So we can also claim we are working on natural language processing too. So first of all, public static string array merge arrays. There's an error, must return. So we will have a string of tokens equals to new string. I'll leave the size. Of course, we need to specify a size here, but I'll leave it open for now. Let's discuss that before we actually start writing code. So we will define the token string, then we will merge the two arrays. Okay, so let me bring up our favorite application, Microsoft Paint. So let's see how we are going to create. Let's say this is array 1, and then we have another array 2, and we want to merge that into a new array. Let me use a different color. Right. So here we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we change here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have two arrays and we want to merge. First of all, remember this. This is one object, right? So this is array 1, which is actually sub array 1, and this is this is array 1, and this is array 2. Each of them are separate objects, and remember we cannot change it. We cannot change that. We cannot modify array 1 or array 2 to have a length of combined arrays. So what we can do is to create a new array. And the new array's length must be the same as array 1's length plus array 2's length. So this is I think we already call it the tokens. And tokens dot length equals to array 1 dot length plus array 2 dot length. Let me make it longer. Right. So once we get this token array, we will need to copy the array elements one by one to here. So we will start by moving 0 to 0, 1 to 1 for array 1, all the way from 0 to array 1 dot length. Array 1 dot length pointing to here, right? Then after that, we will have another set of movement. 0, 1, 0 to array 1. I'm sorry, this one should be array 1 dot length minus 1. And this one is array 1 dot length. Right? So array 2's 0 goes to array 1 dot length. Array 2's 1 goes to array 1 dot length plus 1. So it will eventually becomes array 1 dot length plus I for array 2's elements, and copy all the way until array 1 dot length plus array 2 dot length minus 1, right? Which is tokens length. So the algorithm is actually simple. You create a new array of a combined length of array 1 and array 2. Then you move array 1, 0 to 0, 1 to 1. Then you move all the way to array 1 dot length minus 1. Then you move array 2, 0 to array 1 dot length plus I, all the way till the end. So we will first of all create combined array object. Then copy array 1, 2 tokens. Then we copy array 2 to tokens. And here we will be array 1 dot length plus array 2 dot length. Right, now for copying, for int, that's where you will use for loop. And token I equals to array 1 I. So this is how you copy array 1. How about copy array 2? So we will still be starting with 0. However, it will be array 2 dot length. So they will starting with 0, and this is we go through the whole array 2. But oops, I think I got it wrong. It should be in token. This should be array 1 dot length plus I equals to array 2 I, and we will return tokens. So now let's write public static void main string array args array 1 equals to roses are red. String array. Violets are actually violets are not blue, they are purple, but that's okay. So let's for int. Sorry, forgot to merge them. And again, string tokens equals to merge arrays. And remember, array 1, array 2, and the tokens here are different variables than the array 1, array 2, and the tokens here. However, they happens to pointing to the same object. This array 1 is pointing to the array 1, same object as this, the same array object as this array 1. This array 2 is pointing to the same array 2 object that this array 2 pointing to. And these tokens, once this tokens is created, they will be pointing to the same tokens array that we created inside here. So for int I equals to 0, I less than, so now that we have already created tokens, .ns, that's printed out. I plus plus system dot out dot print 9 tokens I. All right, let's run. Notice it's not red, but it's a blue. All right. So this is the first question, and let's wait a little bit before we proceed with the next one.